So first up, in this Citra Goes to the Races, I'm going to be looking at Aqua Moto Racing 3D, a Nintendo eShop game where you race jet skis, basically. It's pretty simple, it's pretty simplistic. You can see from this title screen, that's what we're on at the moment, the title screen, that it seems to be very simplistic. And with a good reason, because pretty much it's based off of an iOS game of the same name. So let me give you a little bit of information about the Aqua Moto racing franchise. Yes, there is a franchise. No, I'm joking. It's less of a franchise, really. It's just... So originally you had the Aqua Moto Racing game, which came out in 2009 for iOS. Then you had Aqua Moto Racing 2 on iOS in 2010. And then you've got this game on the 3DS in 2013, Aqua Moto Racing 3D. And then finally you have Aqua Moto Racing Utopia, which was released on like all systems, pretty much. Which we may look at some point in the future as part of maybe like a PC random or something, or I don't know, Steam randoms or so. I don't know. I'm obviously, if you probably saw the video, if you haven't already, there's a video I did on the 1st of January 2022, basically highlighting changes that are going to be made for this year. And this style of video is one of them. I'm not doing randoms anymore. I'm doing specifically themed videos. Because I prefer it. It makes it more coherent, in my opinion, than it just be just random games. So, at least that's how I feel. But yeah. So Aqua Moto Racing 3D was developed and published by Zordix, released in October 10th, 2013. And obviously, as it is a 3DS game, if I need to show you the bottom screen, I'll just flash it up like so. If I need to. So, I actually have played this game before, because I had, basically, I'll tell you a story, right? I'll keep it as short as possible, because I don't like to go on and on and on. So I originally recorded individual videos for 3DS Randoms, because it was going to be a new series. Then I decided I wanted to change it and make it to be one video. But I didn't have the original video files anymore, so I downloaded the videos, because I already uploaded them on YouTube. Downloaded the videos off YouTube to use in the video that's going to compile them all together, which looked fine at first, but then once you actually uploaded it to YouTube and had a look at the video, it looked like shit, and I was like, oh, that does not look good. But I'd already deleted the individual videos off of the channel, so I was like, oh, well, what do? I can't re-record it, and then I decided, you know what? I'd rather do something like this, where it has a specific theme, and thus here we are now. So out of those 8 games that I was going to do for 3DS Randoms, this is probably the only one I'm having to revisit, because my first Citra video I'm doing is based around racing. So that's fine. There was another racing game that was in that video that I was going to do, well, with that I did, but it has a PC version, and there's another video I'm probably going to do at some point. I'm not going to spoil and say what it is, but well, I'll instead have a look at the PC version. So, but anyway, let's jump into a quick race. We have Tropics, Greece, and Egypt. Yep. So 3 locations, but Greece and Egypt are locked. I'll give you a little look. So this is what we got. We got Egypt's locked, Greece is locked. So we can only do. So we can only do, like, at most 3 races, which is the same 3 races we did previously, so that's what we'll have to do. Oh, wrong one. And Storm Mode. Storm Mode might be interesting for one of the races. Laps 3, AI difficulty, put up to medium, AI opponents 5, go. Yeah, it's now giving me the option to choose what jet ski, but there's only one available, so... Now we're going to race. The bottom screen's just a mini-map with the riders, our riders and their positions. By the way, it didn't really give me an option, did it, to name myself? So we're just rider, by the way. Is there a particular reason why? Oh. Oh, that's gay. That's pretty gay. Just gonna restart the emulation. What? That's so weird. So basically, when you open up the Citra emulator, when you open up the Citra emulator, it normally comes up. It's similar to like RPCS3 and a few other emulators. It will come and say, "Oh, there's a new update out. Do you want to update?" So I update it. And for some reason, even though the buttons are mapped, I have to remap the buttons because it doesn't understand. Why do I have to remap the fucking buttons? I've never had to do this before. That's really shit. I'm having to remap the buttons. Because the A button worked after I remapped it. As you saw, I started moving. How stupid. Okay, for some reason, why did I have to remap the fucking buttons? I don't know. Alright, now we're back in again. Sorry about that. I don't mean to have... when I originally recorded this video, I didn't have an issue before. But that's the first time... That is the first time in the history of updating Citra where I've had to... Yeah, you go around the corners perfectly. By the way, like I said, I am familiar with how this game plays. Even with medium difficulty, they are not really an issue, are they? We do a little boost here. And we're already extremely far ahead. As you can see, the boost, it gives me the power. So if I go around these perfectly, it gives me meter for my boost anyway. Oh, I only got a great for that one. How unfortunate. Perfect again. Perfect again. And I'm really far ahead. I'm looking at the minimap down below and I'm just stupidly far ahead. There's a perfect opportunity in every single lap for me to use the boost and get so far ahead. I might have to put the fucking AI difficulty up. Because obviously I've played this game before, so I'm familiar with the controls, and it was recently. The controls are fine. They're fine for a jet ski, basically. If you're wondering, perfectly fine. Controls fine. It's just it's just a jet ski video game. It does reek a little bit of mobile, but yeah, in terms of actually how it controls fine. Graphically, it's a bit basic, but... Alright, let's do the next race. We'll put the AI difficulty to hard to make it more interesting. Hopefully it does actually make them harder. There's tricks you can do as well, by the way. So, it came up saying that I can click on a trick. There we go. I got a $50 stunt bonus. I fell off there. So it definitely is a little bit harder. Well, they're putting up a little bit more of a challenge this time, at least. Oh. I managed to... Wow, okay, so I can dodge the ramp if I want to. By the way, I was moving the mouse, because you've got to click, even though you use the control, you use these controls. I have to use the mouse to click on what trick I want to do. It's stupid. Yes, it is stupid. You don't get boost, I don't think. I think it only just gives you money. There you go. That's the harder tricks, by the way. So here you go. I'm showing you the trick. I think it is giving me a little bit more to my boost. But yeah, like I said, this game's pretty fine, if I'm honest. I've got no issues with this game whatsoever. It's fine. It controls well. It controls pretty well, if I'm honest. It's just, yeah. No issues whatsoever. There you go. I got an achievement. To think that 3DS games have achievements. So I came first, and I think the achievement was because I've did every single trick in a single race, maybe? Nice. Now we'll do the very final race, the Atoll race. But I'm going to turn Storm mode on, which I don't know what that's going to do. But we'll leave the AI difficulty at hard and just see what Storm mode is like. Oh. That looks a bit dangerous. It's rough. But it does give us... So, if you can time it right, you're better off... Oh god. Yeah. No, Storm mode's cool. I like it. I smashed right into that. I don't think I'm going to win this race, boys. But we'll try and get as much as I can so I can get boost. Getting pretty big at air. Max boost! Get out of my way, Roobabos! Fell off again. The Storm mode definitely has a challenge. If you want to challenge, I guess. Does make it more difficult. If you're wondering. I don't think I did Storm mode. Like I said, I don't remember doing Storm mode. I'm doing the same trick again and again just because it's easier, or else I have to move my mouse. So it's not exactly easy because I'm having to. I keep smacking into the thing, and look at them! Everyone's struggling. It read that as me doing it on the ramp. Okay. Everyone's struggling, in all fairness. I fell off because I didn't click it soon enough. Fucking he knocked me off as well! What a cunt! Well, it's definitely not easy. Nope. Didn't get enough fucking air there to do that trick. Come on. God, it's not easy, is it? Oh god, I didn't mean to hit that. Fuck off. I'm pretty sure I made that, but okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Storm mode is a heap of shit. It just makes it quite difficult. That's all it is. You know, I didn't become last place, but I knew I wasn't going to win this race. I was like, yeah, this is not given. This is just shit. But then again, I say it's shit because I'm not having a good time because I find it difficult. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It's fine. If you got really good at the game, then, you know, storm mode might be easy for you, but it's not a fun thing to have to deal with. Look at that. Big old storm. But yeah, Aqua Moto Racing 3D, it's okay for what it is. If you could pick it up on the if it was a fairly cheap title on the 3DS eShop, I don't think it's you know, you could really take issue with it, if I'm honest. So there we go. We still got like quite a few racing games to look at, so let's move on to the next one. All right.